Straight up, dude. Our Grand Bastards that we have, these 6, they are going hard in the paint, right? So because it's only 6. Shout out to Darren, Heather, Vermeil, Hunter, Bearded Hunter, Matt over at Dabbler, and we have Darren. Did I say Darren already?
Yeah, Jamie.
Jamie the cleaner. Oh my gosh, sorry, Jamie.
Wow, Jamie's been losing his mind. I've seen their chat, and he freaks out. He goes, "Look, I got not posted in the stories again." Yeah, and meanwhile, everyone else is getting shared in the stories, but Jamie's just sitting there going, "What am I, chopped liver?"
For what it's worth, right?
So Jamie, I'm looking out for you.
Everybody started going really hard, right, on all these reels and all these posts. I was off work, right? Yes. So.
A fix is indeed in, Mr. Viewer. I don't know how good this honey was that Mr. Darren transferred to Fisher a couple months ago at Waxstock, but it must have been some good honey, right, Viewer?
I mean, he's got his own bees. Like, he's fully self-sustained. I mean, I don't know what he's putting in that.
I don't know if there was some moolah also with this honey, but something,
palming a couple hundos.
Something transpired where I think Mr. Fisher's palms have been greased very well. Dane is not looking out.
The hairy honey horse is going
hairy
down
honey horse
by JV. So
I mean, I think he is playing a dirty game this year when it comes to the Grand Ambassador program. I mean, his story posts are always first. And I don't know what the deal is, but you know what? I see what's going on. We're not dumb, Viewer. The Cleaner Cast is on it. We know what's happening. The fix is in. Everybody's stoked. I'm going to need everybody out there's help to pull this win home. It's going to be an uphill battle against some insurmountable odds. But I think we can do it. We can fight against the honey, the grease palms.
I mean, it may be a 1 in 6, but it's a heavy 6.
Yeah,
it's
So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. We got this. It's all right, Jamie. We won the war once already.
Look at that.
That's right. We'll bring it around. I'm gonna need some help, everybody. The promo is because I do have that promo for the rag.
Finally,
and it is Cleaner 10. It's an old school promo. Save you 10% on some high quality microfiber.
It's funny because your original Grand Ambassador, they were just running 10%, and then they bumped them up to 15 for everybody, and then they zip back down. So it's like you never
back down to 10. That's right. Looks like I never left. So,
that's right. Episode started off hot. Appreciate that, JB.
Apparently, Dane, I don't know if he spilled, Dr. Pepper on the servers or something, but something with the servers. They don't want to do 15% this year.
Nope.
It's all good. Anthony's had his palms greased. It is what it is. And we'll get to the bottom of this eventually, folks. But stay tuned as this continues to transpire. Use that promo code. Hit the like, subscribe, share, post. Everything can help. But also, we got Jamie 10 at Detail Depot. PNS, save you over there as well. Shout out to Mike got hit by a bus. Dewar, what you got on your side of the screen?
So we've got TOC Supplies had a huge Labor Day sale. I know Ivan was in the house again over there. Man, that guy's he's bussing. He's bussing. That's what he's doing. Bussing and bussing. Bucky VW over there. Same with Carzilla. Both companies have good old Rag Company stuff. So you're certainly to be pleased if you haven't tried the TRC towels. You certainly can't go wrong. Great group over there with a ton of knowledge and a ton of great products from both sides of the border. And we're looking forward to
all sides covered. If you want to save a couple dollars here and there, we got you. Bucky VW, TOC, Jamie 10, and Cleaner 10 everywhere else. We'll save you.
It's not wrong. You're the only Grand Ambassador of the podcast. Just saying. If the hairy horse hunter and the Heather over at Auto Care start one, then we know kind of what's going on. I mean,
that'd be a podcast I listen to.
What do you call it? Imitations of sincerest form of flattery. So
that's right. But shout out to the other 5 though on the real they are bringing the heat out. It's Bearded Hunter, Heather, man, everybody's bringing.
I will say it's kind of nice just looking from the outside in. Because I remember doing it. It was a very, not really a stressful time. I made it a lot more stressful than I had to on myself because I mean, let's be honest. I was in it to win it. But
you were in it to win it from the beginning of the year as well. So you had to go.
And I had to go.
Yep.
I had to go hard and heavy. So again, for those that don't know, this is their take on a sponsorship. So we got Jamie on the top left, Heather in the middle, Auto Care HQ. Dabbler Details had a hilarious reel the other day.
Yeah.
Vermigel in the skinny jeans and the foam cannon.
Dude, Vermigel and Heather are just unleashing some incredible ASMR videos. They're making me a little worried.
Yeah, I know. And it's then we got the honey scalper, Harry Housewife, and then
oh my goodness,
the bearded hunter who's just kind of slowly chiming in from Texas, making his way in. And who else is making their way in is Demo with $10.
Hey, speaking of greasing the palms, Demo slide in. The super chat party is a rolling now, buddy.
Yeah. Problem is that Anthony may not see this until after that's all done. But you know, he's a dad of I think his daughter's almost 2. And that's kind of his focus, obviously. So he kind of, but he knows what's going on.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
As long as we distract the honey palm.
Going for the crown. It is what it is. We know that honey was sweet, but we're gonna keep on grinding.
Let's call it the honey Hondo Palmers. So
that's right. All right. Well, before we get into things, I want to plug one more company because last week, Dewar, man, we had a $500 super chat
and
Armor Details Supply.
I hope that he would buy a new mic and some headphones, but that's not needed because it's working now.
That's right.
We dodged a bullet there.
But go ahead and pull them up because let's give them a plug. We don't have a promo code or nothing.
Yeah. I know.
They came in hot last week, dropped $500 super chat. And honestly, if you want a free plug, this is a good way. If you want to sponsor the Cleaner Cast for a week or two, I mean, it doesn't get more upfront than coming in hot with a super chat party donation to help us run this thing. So Armor Detail Supply, man, new company. Everything I've tried has been fantastic. Got Shampoo Plus, Tire Plus. That's some good stuff. They have some high quality stuff, some thick, extra thick triple C coatings.
I think you referred to it as, was that one honey or was there a different one that was honey?
That one was honey. It was a 115 degree day. Had some, I
can't even comprehend that heat.
I'm telling you, it's some thick coatings they got over there. So if you want to check out some really, really good stuff, that's right. I see Toto Hawaii Detailing just tested the Armor. It's an incredibly durable spray sealant. If you just want to go to spray sealant, Eddie's tested it as well on his channel, and just tremendous stuff from Armor Detail Supply. So I want to thank them for last week's donation with the super chat.
And if you guys haven't seen it, I did close the window, unfortunately, but the little pop-up window, if it's your first time, then you can get 10% off. So you can unlock 10% store-wide. I would imagine lower 48 like everything else in this world. But that's where we are. And I know some other online distributors such as Obsessed Garage down in Florida. He's loving the wheel coating.
Loving the wheel coating is really nice. Yeah, I use that one too.
I mean, think of Maddie as you will, but I know it takes a lot to impress him with certain things. So it's great that a company like this is getting the recognition that I think it deserves. Yeah, and Eddie Cologne is also a big fan. Shout out to Eddie Cologne. I'm testing the wheel cleaner now.
Really good. It was in the glove box of July. The July glove box, really good as well. But there you go. I mean, that's pretty much. I feel like the easiest way if you want to sponsor an episode of the podcast, just drop on in. If you're a company, drop us a super chat party, and pretty straightforward. I mean, we see it in live action with the people, and I think that's a pretty awesome way to go about it.
So all kinds of delicious coatings here. They got the glass coating,
Armor Detail. Go check them out.
Definitely. So all kinds of fun stuff there.
Yep. But speaking of OG, one of our lovely guests today, who we got to hang out with back in the first week of April at TRCMA, because he was the Grand Ambassador of the Year for 2022.
Definitely. I passed off the crown, and a great guy to hang out with. Super fun.
He was competing against the hairy Horseface, last year.
So Darren,
we were playing on even terms last year. This year, I don't know what's happened, but Darren has turned. He's had a heel turn. I don't know what's going on, but he's playing a little dirty. So we're keeping your eye out on the hairy Horseface, and I'm planning on having all of them come on the show as well. So we'll get them down the road. But
he's one of those guys that his name is never the same.
That's right. Yeah. Bradley won a Grand Ambassador Year 2022. He's an excellent role model, ambassador for just the industry itself, and a really impressive leader. And let's get him on, hear what he's got going on these days.
Definitely.
Mr. Bradley, what's going on, buddy?
What up? Thank you guys for the kind words. I appreciate it.
Hey,
of course.
And like we said, you won the Grand Ambassador year last year. We got to hang out the first week of April. Tell us a little bit of what was your kind of game plan last year when you were competing in this Grand Ambassador of the year. And, this year's kind of like deathmatch style to the, we got 4 months.
You got your work cut out for you on this one.
Yeah. So what was your strategy?
People from my class in this one. That's pretty cool. Harry Housewife and Bearded Hunter are both from my year, so that's pretty cool to see. But you definitely have your work cut out for you with this one. These 6, and you guys have been hitting it pretty hard from the jump, like just to start.
Oh, it's been wild. I mean, I can understand why Anthony can't keep up, but the reels, the photos, the stories, everything, it's just awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Anthony started a Grand Ambassador death match and then took a vacation.
Yeah, I mean, that's
pretty hilarious.
Your avatar is pretty intimidating, though. I don't know.
That's right. Scorpion, yeah. Perfect one. But yeah, you didn't have to deal with any greasing of the palms during your year, did you? No,
it was smooth sailing for me. I just really just focused on the content. I'm also running a full mobile business, so and kind of got into a shop location, but that's another conversation. But yeah, I was busy day in and day out, but just tried to focus on the content and just produce as much at scale to the best of my ability, keeping the quality, but at the same time just spreading the word of the premium microfiber that the Rad company is.
Yeah, and so I can get on here and talk about it all day, how this is a great program and stuff, but from your side of things, what do you think the TRC Grand Ambassador does, not only for the individual, but kind of as for the industry?
It definitely opens doors. My biggest thing is not only does it open doors for opportunity and growth in your own business and just education for yourself. I thought I knew a thing or two about microfiber, and then even getting into the Grand Ambassador program, I'm just always learning what I could use to better my processes. But the most valuable thing for me, for sure, 100% was the connections with everybody, from the group chat that we were all involved in to linking up with you guys and just being able to talk story. Just networking with everyone in the community is the most valuable and underrated aspect of the program in my condition, or in my opinion, should I say.
Yeah, and I think with the grand prize being the TRCMA and seeing all the companies and the people that you kind of become friends with,
that was a whole nother aspect.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a package of some towels and stuff. I thought it was cool. Yeah. I understand and value sponsorship, but to get flown out to Idaho, meet everyone in person, hang out, that was on a whole nother level.
Yeah, and I think the sign polisher was the coolest part. Glad I'll speak for Jamie. I think we're both super stoked to be a part of that.
I'm waiting until I have my glass case to put that thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't go touching it now. Let's wait for that glass case.
Yeah. Yep. You're working on PPF, so you can PPF it.
Yeah, Toto in the comments seeing the Type R in the background. What you been up to, Bradley, over there with that Type R? Tell us.
Yeah, since TRCMA imported a 1996 Honda Integra Type R, so it's something that I've always wanted. I had a DC4 Acura Integra back in the day, and always strive to have the right-hand drive Japan imported vehicle, but just could never afford it, or the parts, from spoon to the authentic Japanese stuff. I was always buying the non-JDM stuff just because it's what I could afford. But nowadays, doing a little bit better, can finally have one of my dream vehicles. So it's the start of a good collection, I must say.
Well, because this had to be a certain age to import to the U.S. too, right?
Yeah, they got to be 25 years old to import.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know these were, because Canada's a bit different, so I've seen a few for a bunch of years. It's kind of like the R32, 33, 34 Skylines. It's
I wanted a 32, and then prices just start through the roof.
And I mean, I remember in high school, a lot of kids had those in high school because they were allowed here. But it's funny seeing how we kind of got bored with it up here, and then the U.S. gets them, and it kind of resparks that for all those kind of collector models.
Sure. For example, the S chassis, like a Sylvia
Oh yeah.
S15 is going to be legal next year to import, but prices on those are already going up because everyone's importing and just stacking them and waiting until it becomes legal, and then they'll bring them all over. So if I told you the price that I paid for this Integra, most people would be like, what? You got to be a real lover of the Honda culture.
Yeah, for what is it, a 23-year-old car.
Yeah, so I saw you released a video kind of prepping it, kind of taking it all apart. I saw you debadge a couple things and put some new badges on. Walk us through the process of what you've all done to it so far.
Yeah, I kind of did just a full refresh process on it, just restoring some of the trim that had been faded. You know, obviously Japan deals with a lot of elements. You know, if we're talking detailing, they deal with a lot of stuff over there. So the most common thing is rust you want to look for. So that was a main goal of mine when I acquired it. It was just like, all right, let's break this thing down and just search everywhere. Pull the carpet out, pull the seats out, pull everything I can, dash everything I can, get in between, look under in all the crevices, and just search for rust and make sure what I purchased is a good investment. So, and that it was, you know, I didn't find any rust or major concerns, none.
Because it was a sight unseen purchase, right? You kind of just had to rely on your contact over there.
I mean, you have the auction photos, and then you pay. It's called rvx.jp. It's like Carfax for Japan, but you pay that, and then you can also pay an additional fee to have that translated. But luckily, I have some friends in Japan who I sourced that to, and just asked them what they think of this. And once I got the green light on it, I purchased it. And then, you know, you get some undercarriage photos and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's a little bit risky.
Even if they were to FaceTime it, that's still hard. You know, like you still get every angle.
Make any part look good on camera.
Yeah. I think I was most impressed by all the OEM parts you're able to get, the decals and the badges and all that
Luckily,
stuff.
There's a few other crazy OCD people about the Honda scene or Nissan or whatever these Japanese vehicles are, Euro vehicles for that matter too.
Yeah.
You know, that acquire all of these decals or OEM trims and stuff like that, and they hold on to them for those that are willing to pay for that. So
so basically you had to get those from like other
well, those friends I mentioned in Japan are importing. They're sending me some packages. I just sent them a Honda parts list, so they're going to like the Nagoya Honda and just seeing what's still available and just sending me a big old care package. So
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
But there's also for anyone watching that's into Hondas and stuff, there's ICB Matt. There's obviously H Motors and a few other importers that will have some of these trim pieces you're looking for.
And that's sometimes the hardest thing, because I mean, you can get the outrageous prices on eBay, but you know, again, ties back to networking. It's who you know. And
I was determining, like, do I want to leave it stock and just have it like a museum piece, and that's fun and all, but now all of a sudden it's like, all right, let me get my Gran Turismo mind out of it and just start building the spoon vehicle I always wanted. So started acquiring some OEM plus parts.
Nice. So that's the plan for the future. You are gonna kind of OEM plus.
Just a couple little things: brakes, suspension. You know, maybe a set of wheels. I'll always keep all the original stuff just to have.
It's if you have the space to store it, it's
exactly.
You know, nothing like some OEM parts, because you don't know what's going to happen with that car in 5, 10, 15 years. You know, they may skyrocket.
Yep. So that's the plan. You're gonna keep it for a while, huh?
I'm planning to never get rid of this thing. You know, unless the case comes that I'm going to get a house or start a family, or you know, sacrifices need to be made. I'm willing to do so, but I don't see that being a necessity. Even in those cases, I would like to just hang on to it.
That's awesome. Well, there you go. There's your car update.
Yeah.
Let's get into some more recent events. You got a big raffle going on. That's kind of been.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you guys for bringing some awareness to it. You know, it's actually I'm pretty surprised with the lack of amount of people who have bought a ticket for it. Price is $60. I felt that was a pretty fair entry point. You know, I understand it's a little bit of a gamble and it's not for everybody, but
break it down for us. I mean, this is a huge raffle you got going on here for a bunch of flex cordless polishers. So this isn't even like corded polishers. This is
look at that flexible shaft. If you know, you know.
That's right.
Yeah,
Even
that setup alone. Yeah, that setup alone is not cheap. So it's worth the investment, in my opinion.
Yep.
To just take that chance. You know, there's 100 slots. I'm going to pick 3 winners. Ideally, you know, no one person is going to win all 3. But in 100 spots, you have some pretty good odds to win. You know, whether you're buying 1, 2, 3 tickets, either way, it's a good chance. And those cordless polishers are something. These flex polishers are pretty awesome to work with. I would highly recommend having it in your setup. I have an extra set of every one of these, so I just felt like this is a good opportunity to help people out, you know, get a fresh start. And to be honest, I was doing giveaways a whole lot, but where this comes from a selfish perspective, is I was just trying to do something a little different. I had seen a few raffles that worked for other people, and obviously I'm making a return on investment if all 100 slots were filled out, but that's not necessarily the case with me right now, and I'm okay with that. I would send these out if 5 people entered or if 100 people entered. Either way, 3 people are going to win. So
yeah, so if you want to, you know, get over here and put your name in the hat, it's going on right now, $60 a spot, 100 spots available. A lot.
Yeah, and I think on the website you can scroll down and see who's entered. I try to do my best to go down and update.
Oh yeah, there we go.
And likewise on Instagram. Instagram is probably the best. Just if you check out the post, you can see what slots or what numbers are still available. But there's a nice little
couple openings, folks. So
let me tell you, I need some cordless polish.
James got that number 1 spot.
Yeah, the number 1 spot, baby. I would
love to send you one. That's for sure.
That's right. I got the Flex PXE, and it's been fantastic. It's the only cordless polisher I got at the moment.
Shout out to Enthusiast Detailing, not messing around.
That's right.
There's a couple people I started offering to where if you buy 2 of them, I'll give you a 3rd slot for free. Just looking to fill up spots and make this a little more interesting. So
there you go. And speaking of filling up spots, I'd like to put a name of someone listening right now on that list. So we're going to give away a waffle spot right in the middle here. And so get your notebooks out. You're ready to answer a question, because we're going to give away a spot in this giveaway. So the question is, you ready, people? It's coming in hot. Waffle giveaway question is, what car did Brad import from Japan? We just talked about it for like 15 minutes. So
needs to be the full spec, make, model.
I gave you a layup, people. This is easy. So first person,
with it.
I'll let Brad call it out once he sees it. It's on top of his YouTube channel. Just made a video on it, polishing it up, getting it all stripped down.
So Brad, you can pick the top comment if you want the entire full thing, whatever you see fit.
The year, make, model. I like the full get-go. So Brad, when you see a winner, let us know.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye out. No comments coming through yet.
Nothing on Brad.
I see a couple. I see the fullest one that I have.
Okay, let's see if it matches up with Brad. Is it Joey Valinsky?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Let me go back. Oh.
Who'd Brad see?
Hold on. Let me go back. Joey was wrong by a little bit.
Oh, he is wrong. Sorry, Joey. You missed it by a year.
Okay. So the most complete one I see is actually this one right here.
What you think, Brad?
That's wrong as well.
Oh.
No, not cutting
That's close, though.
Oh, this is stressful. I'm just going off your one Instagram post.
You got to make Bradley happy. Win this waffle spot. Hey,
I see what he missed there.
Clem 6. It's the difference between USDM and JDM. So.
Uh-oh.
There's a little hint.
Hot Honda hints.
Basically, if you guys go to the Instagram post that I posted of his car, that'll be the for sure.
But that's cool of you guys to give the option for someone, win a little entry ticket. That's pretty rad.
That's right. We like doing giveaways here at the Cleaner Cast. We've been having a good super chat party run.
You guys are super chat.
All right, Bradley, how is this?
Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There's a winner.
Man, I would have been shaking in my freaking boots.
Mr. Battlezone, message me on Instagram or email at thecleanerjamie@gmail.com. And I'll get you. I just need your name pretty much, and then we'll get you on that list for Bradley.
Pick a number that's still available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can pick your number.
Yeah.
I am still shaky.
Man, that was. I'm glad I had Bradley there to validate because
do scroll down to the numbers and let him go ahead and pick a number out.
Yeah, I was
throw his name on there.
It was so funny because I'm just like, I know he's got the Honda badges on it, but are we going to call it a Honda? Are we going to call it an Acura?
You have to at this point in time. Yeah. I'm not paying. They do have the USDM, which is actually a little more valuable, to be honest.
I'm glad we didn't go with the bribe acceptor Anthony Fisher with the 2001 Dodge Ram 318 Magnum.
Yeah,
we never would have got it right with that one.
No.
All right, so here's a list. Let's see if he's. Oh yeah, a few. I know. Appreciate everybody chiming in the comments there. You were so close, but stay tuned. There will be another, maybe. Stay tuned.
All right. Well, he'll pick a number down the road. We got
Canada in the house.
Canada in the house. Oh, you might have to mail them flexes to Canada. It sounds like.
It's going to be a pretty penny for me to ship these things out.
Yep.
Might US only, but here we go. He'll take number 42. So
42.
We'll get that spot paid for you, Mr. Battlezone, and we'll get you on that list at the
perfect.
There you go. But other than that,
get your Instagram handle too, by the way.
We'll get his Instagram handle, get all that good stuff going for him, all that good stuff. We'll line him up. But all right, Bradley, you got another.
Congratulations.
After you give away this waffle, you got this new collab going on. You are all over Obsessed Garage as of late.
Yes, sir.
You had the original Perfect Detail USA foam cannon mount, and now it is the foam cannon mount by Obsessed Garage and Perfect Detail USA collab. This thing looks like it's from outer space, pretty much. So it's kind of the original foam cannon mount, and then explain collab process and then what it is become today.
Man, that's cool to see that, to be honest with you guys. I'm fully transparent. It's something that I've been working a very long time. I'm talking like 2-3 years on this thing.
Mm-hmm. I will say it's often replicated, never duplicated.
The amount of people that I've seen copy this, and like I get tagged on TikTok, it's like, hey, isn't this Perfect Detail thing? Like I'm not here to play defense. I want everyone to win. I want everyone to do their thing. And if they feel that they want to make a foam cannon mount, that's awesome. But, it's interesting to see or hear videos of people that are like, hey, I created some, it's a little undermining at that point in time, but I still try to pay it no mind. And I jump into their messages and message them. And I'm just like, hey, I know you've seen our stuff. I'm here to help. How can I help? Or how can I, let's talk this out. But this is a clear replica of our thing. At least make it a different shape. At least put your logo on it or something. But
and when we first had you on the Cleaner Cast, Jamie and I both received one, very generous of you. But the design has changed a little bit. We went from a 4-hole design to a 2-hole design. Easier for a single stud application, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. So the new one, by the way, is on its way to you guys. I shipped them out like 2-3 days ago.
Oh, dang.
For you, Alex, it's probably going to be a couple
It's
weeks.
6 to 8 business. I'll get it before the snow, hopefully.
The Mounties will probably confiscate that bad boy.
Oh,
exactly.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
This is basically our version 3 of it. Version 1s we're just kind of getting the idea out there, and they were the threads cut off, welded directly to a plate that was a lot longer. And then with the cart application, this thing was born from a mobile setting. I'm mostly mobile, 90%. At the time, I was 100% mobile. So that's where it was born from. It's not just this idea that I wanted to create a product even. It was more of a necessity if I was over my foam cannons rattling around in my buckets or dumping over in the van. The amount of people listening and watching who can relate, I'm sure, is a lot, So I just decided to find something that we can mount. A lot of people are also in a garage application. So when we went to this newest version, talking with Matt and the team over at Obsessed, they felt that the 2-hole design was better because it goes directly into studs And it also served a mobile setting. It's a little skinnier, so when you apply it to your detail card, it's not hanging over the edges. But yeah, it's a simple concept, but it's super efficient, and I think everyone would benefit from having this, both in a garage and mobile setting.
Yeah, it's a super clean setup, especially if you have a couple, like if you're doing a foam cannon for wheels. And the thing is that it doesn't have to be, the Mosmatic foam cannon. It can be whatever foam cannon it has, as long as it has that quarter-inch quick connect on the end of it.
Yeah.
And you're in good shape.
And that's what's so cool about collabing with Obsessed, is because now, like, my original goal, if I could do, everyone's going to have something to say about every company. The reason I love Obsessed is because I can relate. I'm obsessed. I'm willing to spend $80 on a Mosmatic quarter-inch quick connect because of the way, it's not just the name or the price. It's the way that material works with each other. It's the way that it fastens, the stainless steel quality. Yeah. It's all Swiss made, or the way it's flush. So my original goal was, I would love to pair this with a Mosmatic quick connect, but it's just not practical for me to do so. But Matt can offer MTM, Prima, Mosmatic, and then you can pair accordingly to however you want. There's the 3 options right there. And to me personally, the Mosmatic looks the cleanest, but the Prima looks amazing and probably works very well. I sell it only with the MTM because that's what I can afford. That's practical to distribute. But yeah, if anyone wants the ultimate or advanced version, go directly to Obsessed Garage, and I think it's a cool option.
Yeah, that's insane. It goes all the way to Mosmatic.
Yeah, it's the little things too with Obsessed that most people don't understand. It's like my original versions had the beveled edges on the side. It's those little details that mean so much to me, versus like my version 2, I had to cut some costs and I couldn't afford to bevel those edges. It just wasn't practical when I'm trying to make 500 units or 1,000 units,
And I think it's so cool that he acknowledges that it's actually you helping. He doesn't just like, hey, I'm buying this from you, slap it on the site. It's good that he kind of, ironically,
we had a lot of conversations, emails, phone calls, and just talking with the team, and just how are we going to do this without Obsessed having to just do this themselves. I definitely wanted to collab. What happened was I finally felt I got it to OG spec, and then I sent them, like I took the risk and just sent them 4 of these things to run at OGHQ, maybe at the Helen House for testing. And I wanted Matt to just
do what Matt does.
I wanted Matt to give me the honest feedback. I wanted him to tell me this is junk, or I wanted him to tell me that he sees a solid place for this in our space. And what I got back was just nothing but positive feedback as far as the functionality was concerned. It was followed up with some minor improvements, like, hey, let's offer this at a lower price point than what I was originally selling. $80 is a very high price point for something like this if you're not a professional doing this every single day.
Yep.
So we kind of came together and were able to cut costs down. Now you're looking at $50 to have this thing,
that's awesome.
Last you a lifetime.
Yeah, because usually, you think when 2 brands collab, the price goes up.
Yeah.
Y'all actually
our goal was definitely to make it more consumer friendly for sure.
That's awesome. And yeah, let's walk through. So it's not Q&A yet, but I'm going to pop Mike's Auto Detailing's question up. And it's about one of the knockoffs, but it's Max Shine's 3 connector one. And there's a place in the market, like you basically have like the Cadillac of foam cannon mounts at this point. Like if you're crazy like Brad is, you want it to act right for a long time. Go ahead and break it down for us, Brad.
I think it's awesome. Look, I don't use Max Shine products. I'll be honest. I do not use Max Shine. It comes off as a white labeled brand to me. All I see from Max Shine is something that someone else has done, rebranded for Max Shine.
Yeah, they've become the detailing Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that's no disrespect to Max Shine. Look, I want everyone to eat. I love that about them. I would love to meet and talk with them, but I would also love to see some originality from everyone. I did not see a foam cannon mount online and just decide to make a better version. For example, Perfect Detail USA, I would love the direction of the brand and the business to go into mounting solutions. Now, for example, with this Max Shine comparison, that does not mean that Perfect Detail USA is going to become Polka Premium and offer every single mount you can possibly make, because now I would be copying Polka Premium or all of these things. Now, take it with a grain of salt, because I definitely want to make a polisher holder, or I want to make a brush holder, but I want to make it better. I want to improve on it. And some aspects, I have some ideas floating around, and then some other ones, I don't really see an improvement yet, as I like the Polka Premium stuff, or, you know, the wheel stands when you're detailing the wheel. Like, I have ideas, but it's like I really have to take the time to make some prototypes and figure out the direction I want to go. In a mobile setting, for example, there's not really many brush holders that hold your brushes in place. They'll wobble around and smack all over the place and drip things all over your van. For example, there's an outlet that you can go to create something. It's the same concept, but a little unique and different. It's not just slapping Perfect Detail logo on it and calling it a day, because I'm trying to run a business and make a profit, you know?
Yep. But even going to, you know, functionality, like the Max Shine one may be good for the guy who, you know, is not mounting it, you know, in their mobile van and got to have tripping over it every single day and got to be using it every single day, where yours is designed to be used every 100%.
And it's no knock to anyone out there with a Max Shine 3 connection point. I haven't even seen it, to be honest, but I think it's awesome. If you pop your van door open and I saw a Max Shine 3 connector, you know, mounting solution, I would think that's awesome. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. I wouldn't necessarily say it's super original, but it's nice to see, and I like that people are out there with options. You know, that's all this is. You don't have to come to me for
that's what I'm saying. But if you're looking for the, you know, the Perfect Detail, there's no better way to put it than the Perfect Detail spec, you know, foam cannon solution. This bad boy is going to last you. It's buy one, then you're done, you know?
Exactly. It's the whole cry once concept. Like, $50 for something that's going to last you a lifetime. I pay $115 for a Magic Wheel Cleaner gallon that I spray on wheels, and it's gone. You know, so it's all perspective and what you do. Is this something you do for a living? When you pop your van doors open, do you want your clients to see the inside of the van? Because I do. It sells a lot of the jobs for me. That's why I choose OG or Rag Company or anything like that. I stand behind some of the products that I use, and it means a lot to me.
And it's kind of a good segue. Mike also asking, how can Detail Depot, which is his baby, sell these?
Oh, that's interesting. We haven't got too far into like other distribution, to be honest. You know, it's kind of just OG or myself at the moment. We don't necessarily have an exclusivity deal. But for right now, just the fact that it's a new product, I'm just going to try to see where we're at with it. And then maybe 2024, Matt and I and the team at Obsessed will probably talk about opening up to distribution. First would probably be to places like the Rag Company and other brands that we partner with and have relationships with. But that's definitely something that's on the brain.
Definitely.
Good deal there. All right. Well, that's the OG collab. You go check it out at Obsessed Garage. It's there waiting for you. Do you still got the pressure washer set up too over there?
Yep. That's still there.
So there you go. Perfect Detail spec. What is it? A Kranzel kit?
Yeah, it's got the 1322 TS, and it comes with all the plumbing involved. You know, that's really where that came from. It's not anything special or unique or different from what he offers in a wall mounting solution, but it is what you need to run in a mobile setting. You know, it comes with the 90-degree stainless with all the adapters and quick connects that it took me a long time. I know that looks like a simple solution,
right?
But I spent a ton of money trying all the wrong things. For example, from Obsessed, like it's all quality stuff, but to get that 90-degree in there with the right
like this
and the right kits.
This spacing here is what's
if you
important.
read the description or in the what you get right there, if you pop that what you get list down, I had to come up with everything. I had to figure all that out. So we kind of just came together and decided to just offer a quick, like, here you go. If you want something that's been proven to work in a mobile setting, there it is. I'm not saying it can't be improved upon, but you know.
And speaking of curating lists, we're going to drop the question for our next giveaway, which is actually more of a leave a comment situation. So I need you to drop your best detailing tip, whether it's curating a cart list like this. Once we get the curated list, I'll pick my favorite. And so keep in mind, it's a Canadian picking this, so cold weathers are approved. So definitely drop your hottest tip.
Throw some comments in there.
We'll kind of go from there. So your best detailing tip, it can be anything you want, and we'll pick the best near the end.
There you go.
What do they get when they win that?
Yeah, do or what they win.
I think they win one of the foam cannon mounts that we've also been talking about for about the last 15 minutes.
Nice. There you go.
So we're all kinds of setting people up for success around here. That's kind of what we do.
Don't be that pressure lock.
No, we're
Chats ain't rolling that good.
No, they got to.
I'll be honest. If this raffle with the flex polishers went well, that's my next move right there for anyone listening. So,
yeah. So this is what you'll get. They'll get the MTM spec of the latest editions. So, drop your hot tips, and we'll hot tips.
Hot tips get you a cool looking from outer space foam cannon mount. I mean, it came out beautiful. I love the logos.
What's cool about it that I didn't mention is it takes the welding out of it. It's no longer welded at the seam. So it's all one piece out of CNC steel, which is nice. It just looks amazing to me personally. And then on the back end, there's no longer a hole on the back, which I originally did so that water could drain out. But what we were finding out is that if you did, again, I'm in a mobile setting. So I was finding or getting feedback that when you mounted these things onto a wall, it could potentially leak water out of the MTM cannon or your foam cannon into the drywall. So that's why that thing is solid now.
Oh, wow. There you go.
It's the little tweaks that kind of came to life in this collab.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But going from there, Bradley, I think I saw you talk about moving into a shop. I don't know if it was in the stories or you posted on IG. How's the Perfect Detail USA shop coming?
Yeah, I got a little shop setting. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely getting me out of the mobile scenarios, and any clients that come through interested in paint correction or ceramic coatings, anything of that nature, I'm now bringing to the enclosed controlled environment, which is super nice. It's not, I have a clientele base that pretty much every single one of them has their own shop setting in their garage. They have the space. It's not like I'm out on driveways in direct sunlight. There are times where I am doing that, but for 90% of my work, I'm washing on the driveway and I pull it into my clients' garages to finish up the detail job. And that's something that I try to let people who are just starting out or even years into this, focus on who you want as a client. Don't just go say yes to every single person because you want the money. I get it, but there is a lot of power in turning down a job. There's opportunity to refer that work to someone else and build relationships with another detailer. But I want my clients to have a nice setting for me to work in.
Yeah. So Keith Firebird, yes, you are giving the tips, and Dewar will pick the best tip of his choice here in a minute when we start the live chat Q&A. But yeah, going from mobile to a shop setting, that's exciting. Are you about ready to hang up the mobile gloves, or you still got a couple years left in you?
I'm still running mobile, and to be fully transparent with you guys, this shop isn't the end-all be-all. It doesn't have tall garages, for example. Like I had a client with a lifted GMC, and I couldn't pull it in the garage because it's too tall.
Yeah.
So I'm still in the quest of the proper shop. This is just something in the meantime for me to kind of get the ball rolling. I didn't sign some huge lease or anything crazy like that. It's just a good opportunity.
Yeah. So you looking to run the shop by yourself or bringing in some employees? What's the plan?
2024 is that year. I'll probably bring some teammates on to try to help kind of scale this business.
Nice.
So probably one or two people that I'm trying to filter out through this new mentorship opportunity that I'm trying to bring to the table. I'll probably do a little bit more intro to trainings of sorts, and be able to filter out through that. And hopefully by mid to quarter 3 or 4 of next year, I'm looking to hire someone.
Yeah, nice. That is awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what a perfect detail shop looks like.
Yeah.
I got ideas. So I like what everyone's got going. It's all inspiring, but I'm definitely I have a vision for it. So
I have a feeling it's going to be extravagant, but on the other side, I just think it's going to be like one single cart in the corner with your mobile setup with like the mounts on the side, and that's it.
Simplicity is key.
Yeah.
Yep. Could be that. That'd be pretty funny.
That laundry hamper full of towels. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be pretty hysterical. Just one pressure
man,
washer.
I would die. Yeah, on a mobile.
It's actually not a bad idea, bro. It's
no.
To be honest, like it's a nice, clean garage setting and a detailed cart.
And you just like you have it on the cart, but you have it plugged into the one outlet that's like furthest away from the car, so you have to use the entire
20 amp circuit, and
that's it. Simple as best.
Right in the middle is the trophy Rupes with all the signatures on it.
That's right.
I just have a glass. Hopefully, I have a little office space in the front. You know?
Oh yeah. So when you get to the shop, are you sticking with ceramic coatings? Or are you thinking of doing this PPF deal? Everybody's
definitely. I'm definitely pushing to start implementing some PPF work into my arsenal. So that's something that I'm trying to practice on my own personal vehicles, and just give myself the time to really learn and finesse that work, because it's not something that I want to just offer because it makes a good amount. I want to be able to still do the quality work, but yeah, for now, just continue the coating work, and then next year when I can have some help and extra hands in the shop, then we'll definitely add that to the arsenal.
Indeed. Yeah. So that's something to look forward to in 2024.
Very much so.
Looking forward to that garage tour.
Yeah, it's so nice maintaining some of my clients' vehicles that have had them. Like I've had clients go wrap their cars with whomever it is down, Presidential Auto Details here in Tampa. A lot of my clients have had and I believe they use Expel. Like a lot of my clients had their vehicles wrapped from them, and then I do the maintenance work on it, or I've ceramic coated on top of that PPF.
Oh, so you're already used to maintaining.
Oh yeah,
PPF cars and stuff.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So it makes my day a whole lot easier. So.
That's awesome. Do you got anything for a hot, perfect detail shop talk? Or are we ready to Q&A this bad boy?
I think we're ready for the Q&A. Brad knows what he's doing with the shop setting.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's going to look pretty wicked. I'm excited to see it.
Well, there's been a decision yet?
Yeah, there's been a ton of awesome comments. Appreciate everyone's feedback. It's not the winner, but it's certainly one of my favorites here. G Davis, you wouldn't brunch with me. That's something else. It's
quite a prize.
That's a priceless experience. That's not a mount situation. But
you'll bring the ketchup. You'll include some ketchup.
That's right.
Lays in there.
Yeah, we'll get the syrup, the ketchup lays. Jamie's absolute favorite.
Oh, God,
the all dress, the O Henrys, the Mr. Bigs.
We just got through all our syrup, so thank you.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you remember when they had to take my syrup because I didn't put it in a carrier.
Oh, yeah. You
Took
didn't
my
get
big
to
old
enjoy
can.
that.
Yep, tragic.
All right, let me. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up my favorite one here, from our good friend Ryan Mulhern. Put a water spigot in your garage to have pressure washer always connected. This is something I did a couple of years ago now.
I need to do that.
It's nothing is better than just having everything on, ready to go, and connected. Because if you have to get your pressure washer out, hook it up to a garden hose, it's a pain in the butt. And it's such a little thing. And I mean, again, there was some amazing tips here, so appreciate that from everybody.
Yeah, I agree with Ryan 100%. Like that's one of the aspects to this temporary spot that I'm in. The water source is located outside of the garage, so I would need to do some plumbing work to bring water in. The whole garage, a lot of the structures out here in Florida are just full brick, so it's a lot of work. It's not just going right in the drywall, so it's one of the elements. But yeah, to me, Ryan, that is super necessary, and it's one of those little things that's just going to help your efficiency 100%.
Yep, that's my problem as well. I got a brick garage, so it's like.
You can make it happen, but it's some work.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not ready to face that headache yet.
Yep.
Zelensky, not as rich as Dewar. He still connects the hose.
Oh, yeah. He just upgraded to the Active 2.0. He had some little orange Walmart thing. I don't know what it was, but that thing
Ain't
was.
No telling it, Mr. Zelensky.
No. But yeah, so we got some hot questions queued up here. So, let me pull up the first one. So from Detailing Made Simple, question for you three. What are your top 5 picks and go-to recommended purchasing at TRC?
Ayo.
Towels, chemicals, or tools? What would they be? So, Bradley, we'll let you take off the first one.
It's a great question, man. It's such a treasure of, towels, products, etc. You can go to the rag company and get everything you need to run an efficient professional business, or do this yourself at home as a hobby. Just to give you a little bit of what I use literally every single day is the Edgeless 365s and Edgeless 500s.
Yep.
I use those every single day in and day out. They've never let me down. And they're pretty universal, I love a FTW, I love a Creature, but to be honest with you guys, I don't use those every day. I just always gravitate toward the 365 or the 500.
Again, keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the North Star for my business, just both mentally and helps me remain efficient in a mobile setting. So,
yep. What's your drying towel choice?
Drying towel is the 1500 for sure. I love it.
Ooh, big boy.
I like the liquidators and that. Those are nice to work with for sure. But for me, a lot of the clients, like a lot of my work is maintenance, to be honest. And I'm seeing 2 or 3 vehicles at one location. So it's nice to just pull out the 1500 and I know I can get the job done when I pair it with air drying it off with a leaf blower. It's super quick, easy, and I'm on to the next one, So 365, 500, 1500. Then you could probably get into some chemicals, but I'd pair it up with rags to riches to clean those towels.
Yep.
For sure.
Very much.
Nice way to go. And then grab yourself a shampoo, grab yourself some Coach GSF, and call it a day.
Call it a day. There you go. I agree with Bradley. That's a perfect 5 picks.
Yep.
What you say, Doer?
Yep. It's that's about as good as I was going to get. The only thing I was going to add was some other awesome merch, whether a hoodie or a shirt or a hat, because
you get me, Dewar. You get me and Dewar talking about TRC towels. We'll get a little bougie on. We got to throw in FTWs. We got to throw in a couple.
Yeah. For the record, I got a ton more stuff. I use their clay bar all the time. I use a ton of stuff.
Ultra clays or
Well, and for Bradley, who's dabbling in the PPF side of things, they just brought in a whole new line of tools. So
sure did.
I think some of the and like. I am totally lost when I look at their PPF tools and I'm like, what's a ninja knife? What's a double axe vinyl wrap? So
there's
definitely
a ton to learn, and I was definitely
Bradley can tell you, me and Dewar also love the B grade pile.
If you know, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys put me onto the B grade stuff at TRCMA.
That's right.
I was like, this is how you guys get down? This is nice.
Yeah. No, I don't mind a couple snags and some towels.
Nah.
That's
ain't bothering me.
No big deal.
Hey, Dane, plug us with some B grades,
B grades, we'll take them.
G Davis, if Jamie loses, we riot. Joey Belinsky 2023.
That's right. The fix is
not the worst thing.
Uphill fight, boys.
Yeah. And as mentioned before, Super Auto, not Soul Ambassador with the podcast, but the only one that co-hosted to recap for TRC at TRCMA. So a couple feathers in your cap. But yeah, good one that came in from Rick Smith earlier. What do you think an area of detailing needs the most improvement?
Tough question right there.
It is a tough question.
I have a bit of an answer, and I think it's there are times where the industry can have a little bit of toxicity in it. Depending on who you're dealing with and, if you're not a huge fan of who is doing what. So I think I want everyone just to get along. I know that's impossible sometimes, but as a Canadian, I want everything to, be happy and I apologize and say sorry for all of it.
Yep. We need some more stories going around.
Some more stories. And I think like Bradley touched on with the whole Max Shen and him situation, just have a conversation and have everybody improve and succeed. Because obviously there's different budgets to people and they want, to spend their money wisely that they work hard for. And it's just work as hard as you can and be nice to everybody.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I lean when I see that question. I definitely don't think product or processes. I think we all kind of have that down or understand, the level that we would like to achieve. But I think relationships play a big part. I think just characteristics of the human that you are plays a big part. So I think Alex nailed it with that one.
That's
Like
right.
Again, everything I said about Max Shine, like nothing but respect to Max Shine.
Oh, exactly.
And that's not even, I wouldn't even say it's an opinion. It's a little slight perspective of mine that could be changed tomorrow. I could show up and Max Shine could come out with something awesome, and now all of a sudden I'm pro Max Shine. So I keep my options open. I'm never closed-minded to anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is, right? Like I said, they're kind of the Harbor Freight detailing store, and we know what Harbor Freight does, and we know what Max Shine does.
Well, that's what happens. Over time, on the contrary, you're going to build a reputation by what you stand for. That's why people are going to have opinions about, for example, Obsessed. Like people will have opinions about Matt, per se, about his character, but I relate to Matt. I think everything that Matt says, not everything, take it with a grain of salt, but I think he's hilarious. I see right through all that stuff because I know he's a genuinely good person, right? So anyone who has a real opinion about him, I think they're being like a little shallow-minded about it and don't understand he's kind of razzing you, or he's just having fun.
Yeah.
If you look at his team at Obsessed, they're all the kindest people you could ever come across, and so is Matt.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I know whenever he's talked in his videos about, bringing people on, he doesn't want them in that position the whole time. He wants them to expand and grow to what they're good at, right? Yeah. It's kind of that old adage of your foot in the door, and who knows? I mean, he's made so many positions there. I mean, for example, look at Kyle with the garage design stuff. I mean, the guy's a friggin' wizard now, and he could design a garage for any space anywhere.
I've heard him say on a podcast, like they're going over the perfect detail mobile setup, and he's been like, "Wait, how'd that get there? I don't know if I like that." It's like, "Wait, we talked about this, bro. Like, this is like, But at the same time, that's just an honest opinion, and I appreciate the feedback. All of a sudden, it's like, all right, this needs to get approved. I know why he might not have liked that because the cart's not Obsessed Garage. The cart is a polyurethane from Harbor Freight, But it's all perspective.
Yeah, I don't know if we need a T306 or 316 stainless cart that costs $40.
You never know. Viper, Viper needs to make something. One of these companies needs to make a detailed cart that's coming out of this,
Yeah, I think they were working on one, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure they had one at last year's SEMA. It must have had some problems.
As I said the name, I'm like, wait, did I just...
Did I just spill something?
In the works. We'll
Joey Belinsky sucking up. My three favorite products are Levi, Dan, and Anthony.
So, you're trying to grease some palms too for that 2024 Grand Basket. Let's see how it's.
What Joey doesn't know is that he's not in the top 6, so he cannot win, unfortunately. But he can win some other things. He can use the code Cleaner10 for saving some money when he spends money with his favorite people. So shameless plug for that.
That's right. There you go. Dewar, did you pick a winner for the giveaway yet? We're coming down to an end. You got to pick somebody.
Yep, that was Ryan was my favorite there.
Oh, Ryan's okay.
So Ryan, reach out to Jamie. That was my favorite one. But again, tons of honorable mentions. Those in the chats. Hopefully, you guys can grab one of those and take it as you will, because a lot of great info. A ton of honorable mentions. Definitely appreciate everyone.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that's going to wrap us up, boys. We did it. We did the dang thing. And Bradley, it was a heck of a time having you on. We gave away a spot in the waffle. We covered all the collabs, and then we gave away thingy jigger. So
I appreciate you guys bringing awareness.
The perfect detail thingamajigger. That's what we're going to call it.
That's right.
Yeah, we got a couple days left. I'm going to call it on Sunday, or was it Monday? I'm going to call it on Monday. So try to get your entries in. If not, it's all good. Catch the next raffle. But I'm actually heading out to California the following week. So when I return, we'll do a live raffle, and that'll give me a little time to get everything in line and set up. So we'll figure all that out. I appreciate everyone kind of being patient with this whole thing. I know it's been a month or two, so all the entries are super valuable. I've been waiting to kind of do this raffle. So 3 winners are going to be super stoked on their $60 investment. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. 3 winners, and
for everyone that everyone that doesn't win too, I kind of got something in store. I'll figure something out, whether I do half off the foam cannon, or we'll figure something out, you know?
Yeah.
There you go. But look, people, I didn't have to share this with you. You know, I have a good spot, number one.
Yeah.
You know, the less of your name on the board, the better chance I have to win. But, you know.
And I'm sure we'll throw the link in the description there.
Let's win some flex polishers. It's going to be a good time. But there you go. Go follow him on YouTube. He's on TikTok, Instagram. You tried any new apps, Brad? You anywhere else?
Maybe I'm on Clapper. Maybe I'm on Lemonade. You know, I've been doing my thing on LinkedIn. I'm just a practitioner. I'm out here trying to
Clapper, Lemonade. Shout out the cantaloupes and honeydew melons.
Shout out to cantaloupes. Oh boy. Well, there you go. That's going to get us out of here, Brad. It was a pleasure. Bucky VW at TOC Supplies. Got anything on the way out?
That's it. No, appreciate it, Brad. And it was great. It was great meeting you in person back in April, and it's been great seeing your success since. And hope the OG stuff blows up. Yeah, like Jamie said, you keep doing your thing.
Yeah, we have potentially 3 Grand Ambassador winners right here, so I'm looking forward to it. Jamie, keep it up, bro.
I'm not giving up, Bradley. I'm hoping to join. You know, the winners are quite prestigious that we've had so far, and there's not going to be a bad winner of this bunch either. But I mean, going from Zaya to Justin to my cohort to yourself, I mean, quite the lineup. I'm looking to join these established gentlemen as Grand Ambassador of the Year, but I know
no bribing needed.
I see you, Fisher, over there. You know, I'm keeping a lookout. I see the fix may be in, but we're gonna overcome it together, people. So use that promo code, hit the like button, all that fun stuff. But yeah. We'll see you on the next one. It's going to be a good one. We'll catch you next week. Bye, everybody.
See you guys.